Yes, so we have some people joining us on our live chat before the quiz starts. Hey guys, hope you're having a good time today. It's Friday, so yippee-ki-yay. This should be a very good quiz today. So this is my first time doing this, and the Quizando guys have been fantastic. Yes, Friday, I see you say, Wes, yay. So this is Quizando, and this is a new quiz game. So you can win a prize. So whoever gets all the trivia questions right will win a little prize. And as we go along, the prizes will get bigger and bigger. So keep joining me every week. Do you guys have any questions for me? Because it's just a couple of us right now on the chat. This CyberGoddess74 and Wes have joined us. So if there's anything that you want to ask, please type it in. Otherwise, I'll just talk about kind of what's happened before all of this. So oddly enough, a friend of mine went to Dubai and ran into Wesley, who is the head of Quizando.com, in a line waiting for coffee. No more coffee left. They shared a cup of coffee. My friend had it. He shared it with Wes. And the next thing you know, hey, they were best friends. And I lucked out because I got a chance to do this Quizando. And I didn't know there was a live chat beforehand, so I would have prepared something. I would have prepared something for you guys. But okay, so I'll just chat with you for another 10 minutes or so, or I'll answer some questions if you've got any. So I'm hoping some of the guys with Quizando are on here with me because, as you all know, people who know me, I am not technical at all. I have, brown thumbs when it comes to gardening, and well, I have all elbows when I try to type. I am terrible. So I am very happy when I have people that help me do this. Hi, Antonia. Welcome. I'm glad you guys came. So Carol, how did you get into modeling? All right. So, I got into modeling kind of as a fluke. I was in Army ROTC, which I understand around the world, everybody doesn't know what ROTC is. ROTC is Reserve Officers Training Course. So basically, I was in the Army studying law, and I tried for a scholarship. And, back then they wanted to really give the scholarship to guys. So I just thought, if I go into the Army and they get to know me, I will get this scholarship. So I went into the Army, and then I just started modeling. A photographer came into where I was waitressing and said, hey, you should be a model. And I was like, no way. Somebody took pictures of me once, and I never saw the pictures, and it was terrible. And I felt so violated. And they're like, no. If you do it really right, you see the pictures, you see them out in the public, they'll be in magazines, they'll be on billboards. I'm like, whatever. And then, a couple weeks later, my boyfriend broke up with me. I was like, got to get off Long Island. And I went into the city and got my first job the very next day. I went in on May 30th, and June 1st, I was officially a model working for Italian Bazaar, which was very cool. I mean, it wasn't all smooth sailing. I mean, I walked in and the editor looked at me after being 2 hours late. Thank you. So I missed all my morning appointments. She walked in and said, you're too big for our clothes. Who the hell cut your hair? And your eyebrows look like shh. And can't say those words across the internet, but she hired me anyway. I guess that's what happens when you're the only one in line. She had no one else to go to, so she had to hire me. So it was really great. And when I came off the set, the first thing she said to me was, if you lose the weight, which ended up being about 50 pounds, and that really, really was hard to do. But I lost a lot of weight by the time she decided to take me to my first job, which was in Rome, which is why I love Italy so much. The Italians have always given me a leg up. They've always given me a hand. Any other questions, you guys? Looking for some good questions here. Okay, so why did I want a military scholarship? Well, I I didn't really want a military scholarship, but my father was in the military and my brother was going to West Point, and I basically flunked out of the beauty the beauty part of like Miss Teenage America. I was I was not I was not made for Miss Teenage America. So I basically went for the scholarship I thought that I could handle, and that was, I guess, running 10K with bricks on my back for the American Army. What was I studying? I was studying law. So I was in a law program at Hofstra University on Long Island. And the reason I went to Hofstra was twofold. One, my mother could keep an eye on me. So it was the only school she would let me go to. She wanted me at home and close to home. And I couldn't have traveled further around the world from home being a model. But at that point, she wanted me home. And so I drove to school every day. And the other reason is because it was right across the street from my father's reserve center. And I had grown up looking at this, what they called the Unispan, which hooked Hofstra was across a big highway. So there was one part of the school on one side of the highway, another part of the school on the other side of the highway. And there was this, what they called the Unispan. And it's still there to this day. I think they actually have two of them now. But it was so crazy to see a Unispan when I was a kid going across the highway. You didn't have to cross the street, you could just walk over it. And I think it just intrigued me. So, yeah, I became a Unispanner. Well, we've got 4 more minutes. So, anybody else have any more questions before we get started? Okay, so we have some more people joining us. So, this is very cool. You want to, I'm sorry. Oh, what are you saying? Shaggy, do you have one? Did I miss something there? Oh, you went to Hofstra. Oh, we have somebody who went to Hofstra here. That's very cool. Oh, you went for 2 minutes. I went to Hofstra for 2 minutes too. Actually, I went to Hofstra for 1 year, and they wouldn't give me the scholarship. So I went to Hofstra, paid for it, and then I joined the army at the same time, and then won my scholarship the second year. But by that point, I had just started modeling, and John Casablancas came to me and said, "Listen, I don't want you dropping out of modeling to go back to school. So why don't we, if I could pay for your college education, you can earn enough money, we will do it that way." And that's what happened. Otherwise, he said, "Let me turn the light down a little bit. I think it's a little too high. How's that? Is that a better?" Yes, that looks better to me. I hope that looks better to you. But of course, I'm working on a computer that's like 100 years old because I do everything on my phone. Do you do everything on your phone too? I mean, the phone is so mobile. You can take it anywhere. So my computers sit around the house. The cats sleep on them. I find them like on the floor. I find them under, my personal portable computer. And the other one on my desk, I just talk on the phone and play cards on because it is slow as molasses. I'm sure there's better ones out there. But I see that we had, yes. So somebody was asking about, yeah, bless John Casablancas. You know, John was a very controversial person. He was liked by some of the girls and not liked by other girls. And that was a surprise to me because I didn't realize that anybody didn't like John. I mean, if they gave you a career and you made money and you were being, taken care of, I can't understand not liking John. I mean, he was hardly ever in the agency. He was this big enigma. But yeah, so, okay. Hi, Scrappy. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Okay, it moves a little fast. What was my favorite shoot of all time? I had two favorite shoots. I mean, I had so many great favorite shoots, but I had two really good ones. One was in Africa, and of course, I got the cover of Sports Illustrated. But many people don't know that my second favorite was also a Sports Illustrated, but it was in Alaska. And I actually was shooting not bathing suits. Sports Illustrated was trying to do they were trying to do a ski wear issue. So this was the first ski wear issue, and we had the cover up until 2 days before it went to press. And then there was some big boxer who did something and knocked our cover right off the front of that magazine. And you know what? They never did. They never did that again. They never did a ski wear issue again. So I think it was something they were just trying. And the only reason they did it with me was because Julie Campbell, who's the editor at the time, thought I looked, get this one, like Christy Brinkley. I'm like, how do I look anything like Christy Brinkley? I mean, seriously, but okay. She felt I looked like Christy Brinkley. And so she didn't want to take me on the bathing suit issue. So she didn't take me that year, but she said, you know, instead, I will take you to Alaska. And it was one of the most amazing. We shot in the Don Sheldon Amphitheater, and it was just incredible. You remember reading about, oh, yes, you remember reading about that when you were a kid? About Sports Illustrated? Yeah, well, I've talked about it a lot. That was one of my favorite trips, and you know, of course, with Kenya, I mean, we got to go places in Africa that most people don't ever get to go to. So I was very appreciative to Sports Illustrated for that, because they really took you to the most amazing places, and they really worked you, but they really took you to places that you wouldn't, you know, off the beaten path that most people don't go to. So that was kind of very cool. All right, guys, so here we are. I've been waiting all week for this. I hope you have been too. So here's how we play Quizando. All right, so we're going to be asking you questions, and it's called a knockout quiz. So if you miss the answer, if you don't get it correct, they're going to knock you out. So be really careful about what you answer. You also get 3 passes. So if there's something you don't think you've got the right answer to, don't answer, because you will get knocked out. You get 1 try to knock out, but you get 3 passes to say, hey, I don't know the answer to that. All right, we've got some new people joining us. Mama will knock you out, baby. Yes, Mama will knock you out if you miss a question. All right, so let's see how we start here. Let's go send the first question. Are we ready to go? Let me know if you're ready to go. All right. Yes, we're ready to go. And here we go. Send the first question. I'm waiting. Okay. Complete the title of this 2006 film, The Devil Wears. Come on, guys. You got to know this one. Your time is up. If you got Prada, you got it right. All right. So let's see what's going on here. We've got another question for you. Now, I mean, everybody knew The Devil Wears Prada. I think it was a great film, and I have to say, Meryl Streep playing Anna Wintour. Oh my God, she was so right on. If you know anything about Anna Wintour, Meryl was really right on. Oh my gosh, how did we knock out anybody? Wes, how were you knocked out? You were first one on, and now you're the first one off. All right, so now we go to the next question, guys. You ready? Here we go. Let's press the button. There it goes. Okay. Disney's Cruella de Vil wants a coat made from what dog's fur? All right, time's up. Did you get Dalmatian? Now, why would anybody want to make a coat from a Chihuahua? You'd have to have 1,000 of them to go like this big. Okay, we got Dalmatian, and nobody got knocked out. We got everybody still playing. All right, so let's go on to the next question. By the way, I think that the new Cruella de Vil, who liked the new one as opposed to the old one? I mean, I just think that the original Cruella de Vil was incredible. But that's my opinion. And I don't like change so much. I like the original of everything. I'm an original. You're an original. I like originals. Here we go. Next question. Tick-tocking. Moulin Rouge is set in which city? Come on, guys. All right, time's up. It was set in Paris. Parlez-vous français? Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Uh-oh. No, can't say that. All right. Nobody was knocked out. All right, these questions are a little easy, but they're going to get harder as we go along. Who liked Nicole Kidman in Moulin Rouge? That was a great movie, too. All right, we are now moving on. By the way, I think I wish I lived in that time. I'm wearing a corset today. I love corsets. I love their outfits, the fashion. But, I'm a model, so I guess the fashion was always going to be something I looked at. I hope you looked at the fashion, too, because it was pretty amazing. All right, here we go again. Another quiz question. Which action comedy film by Ben Stiller mocks the fashion industry? Now, you can't really mock the fashion industry and get away with it, but he did. Time's up. Did you get that it was Zoolander? Let's see if anybody was knocked out on that one. Oh no, we knocked 2 people out. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Like, Ben Stiller did the Blue Steel, remember? He did the Blue Steel look. He was amazing. He was so funny. So, yep. And I'm getting warm here. We're like getting really deep into this. So, yeah, he did Blue Steel. And, they, I don't know. They did actually Zoolander 2, I believe. I think they were going to go for a 3, but I'm not really sure. Okay, guys. So, I'm.
Here's just a note.
Yes.
If you want, you can click the show chat button because people are chatting along with you.
Oh, where's that? Wait a minute. Hold on. Chat button. Hang on a second. I can talk to you guys. That was Wesley telling me how to play. I'm gonna hit the chat button so we can chat for a minute. Hey guys. Okay. So hi Wes. People are saying hello to Wes. Hi guys. Yes. So Antonio, you said wow, but I'm not sure what you said wow for. I'm not sure if you got knocked out, so you were upset, but so, we have Nick. Click the show chat button. Thank you, Nick. I clicked the show chat button. Obviously, you've played this game before. So, I think that was the corset. Yeah, that was the corset reveal. Thanks, Nick. We did the corset reveal. Yes, I am wearing a camouflage corset. Yes. And it's Friday here where I am, as it is everywhere, but it's 3:30 in the afternoon, so we've got huge traffic outside. So I hope you guys aren't getting too many sounds of horns going on. All right, guys, we're going to do the next question. Are you ready? Oh, thank you, by the way, Akali, that I rock. Thank you. Try very hard. Thanks. Next question coming, and boom. All right. The biological drama. Hang on a second. Somebody's clicking me in here. Coco Before the Chanel started Audrey Tautou and Benoit Poulvord was first released in what country? Did we already get the answer up there? All right, so how did we knock anybody out with that one? I am so sorry, Melnat, because that answer came up before I even read the question. All right, but we've got some people still playing, so I'm going to hit the chat. So if we see anybody wants to chat, no chats. Everybody's wanting to play. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Boom. Here we are. Which film was released most recently? Okay, so which one is the most recent film? We got Pretty Woman, Phantom Thread, Pulp Fiction, Breakfast at Tiffany. Did you get Phantom Thread? I didn't. I totally didn't get it. Uh-oh. And neither did Don Baco. I'm so sorry. We knocked one out. All right, we're still going here though. Um, did anybody I see Pretty Woman, and it's one of those movies that still holds up today, don't you think? I mean, it just still it's the weirdest Cinderella story, because who would ever think that a prostitute could be the protagonist that you root for and in a movie usually the prostitute is a by a secondary, a third or tertiary story, but in this one it was the main story. Or like in Pulp Fiction, when murderers were the main story and you were rooting for them, you have to go like, how am I rooting for someone who's so crazy? But you are. I think that's what made these films so indelible in our minds, don't you think? You're open in the chat, so if you want to chat, go ahead. So what style do you like more? You know what? I had a cowboy hat when I was 18. So yeah, I think I like cowboys. Right? Don't you like cowboys? Cowboys are just they're just historic, really. Oh, and I have that. You're a big fan of Pulp Fiction, Sagab. Yes, I am a big fan of Pulp Fiction too. Oh, Nick, you like Forrest Gump. You know, I like Forrest Gump too, but I think I like Forrest Gump because I like Tom Hanks. Yeah. All right, let's get to some more questions here, because I promised I would keep this within a half hour for all you busy people. Here we go with another question. Okay, what film is this? Look at the picture. What film is this? 2 seconds left. Sex and the City. I hope you got that. All right, now, if it had been Sex and the City 1 and Sex and the City 2, I would have seen that maybe you could have gotten confused at which Sex and the City it was. There's like 1,000 Sex and the City suddenly, and a new series on television right now. But yeah, so that was Sex and the City back in the day. I'm sorry, Antonio. I'm sorry, Louis T. I'm sorry you guys are out. So, but stay and watch the game, watch the rest of the game, stay with us, and you can still, I think, ask questions, right, Wes? Can they still ask questions? Yes, you can still chat with us. So stay with us. You can still chat. All right, we're going to another question here. I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am. I was so nervous about this. Okay, who played Sharon Tate in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Now that was Quentin Tarantino again. All right. Did you get Margot Robbie? You all got that. Everybody saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Well, I was waiting for that to come out too. My girlfriend actually worked on that. The hairdresser in that was he was very famous in our industry. So, and of course, we had Folger, so that was the coffee heiress, and of course, Sharon. I mean, just, and you have to like freak out a little bit at the randomness of that they went to that house. They knew that the guy that they wanted to get had moved out, so they just figured they'd get whoever's in there. I've seen so many documentaries about the Tate murders. I mean, it's just kind of craziness, don't you think? And don't you love Brad Pitt in a Tarantino film? I mean, he just was so crazy. And that pit bull who literally saved their life. I mean, you got to want a pit bull after that movie. And you all got the answer to that one. So here we go for the next question. And next time we'll chat after the next question, okay? So get ready to chat. Next question. What 2018 action comedy remake has cameos by stars of the fashion world? It's a comedy remake. So who's going to get this question? Did you get Ocean's 8? Oh no, Quizzy, you're out. Cyber Goddess, oh, Cyber Goddess, you're out. And Shaggy, and oh my goodness, and Stevers, you're out. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Ocean's 8, there was Ocean's 8 was actually the one about the women. So it wasn't the original one, which was Ocean's 11. with the Rat Pack in the beginning, and then of course with George Clooney and his friends. But the Ocean's 8 one was all the women. So that was the thing. It was all these women who were at the fashion industry. They were at the Met, and they were trying to steal this necklace. And I mean, it was just a cast of characters, and all women. And actually, my girlfriend of mine was one of the producers on that. So hello, Diana, if you're watching. Okay, you guys want to chat a little bit? Um, Describing the usual Met Gala every year. You know, the Met Gala has gotten a little bit crazy. I think so too. I wish they'd have some kind of dress code. There were a couple of outfits that, and I'm liberal when it comes to wearing fashion. I mean, I think anything goes in fashion, but there were a couple that I thought, you're going to the Met Gala. Cyber Goddess, you guessed after hesitating. Well, you're allowed some passes on this. So if you're not sure of an answer, you get 3 passes. So, you can pass if you don't know the answer to something. So if you're thinking you're gonna hesitate, don't hesitate. Just say, yeah, it's not worth losing because it's a knockout. So one wrong question and you're out. And I can't control that. That's automatic, baby. Automatic. All right, let's go to the next question. What film is this? I mean, Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci in The Irishman. I don't know how they made them anti-age, but I would like a little of that. I mean, was that Vaseline on the lens, or what were they doing there? But I mean, it was just amazing that they were able to do that. And I can see you guys chatting, but you know what I'm talking about, right? That they got all the guys, they were like they had to go back. But the only thing I didn't get was, come on, Joe Pesci is he's like, I think he's younger than De Niro, but he was saying the kid, the kid. I'm going, wait a minute, Joe Pesci's younger than De Niro. I know Joey very well. He's younger than. But anyway, it was funny. But you have to give a little bit of creative license, right? You have a habit of not watching. What do you? Oh, 4.5 hour movies. Yeah, well, yeah, okay. I think that's why I haven't gone to theater to see what's his name? I'm blanking. I've been so nervous all day about playing this, but it's the most J.K. Rowling's book. What is it?
Fantastic Beasts.
No. J.K. Rowling's, with the wizards and the little boy.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Thank you. Harry Potter on Broadway is like 8 hours. I think they even. Yes, thank you, Nick. Harry Potter. That's like 8 hours. That to me is work. Okay, a 4.5 hour film. I can stop it. I can go. Well, not if you're in the theater, but yes. Okay, somebody press the button. So we're going into the next one. Which of the following best describes 2014's Dior and I? Was it a documentary, action, comedy, romance? What was it? The following best describes Dior and I, and it was a documentary. Oh no, how did we look? Nick, how did we lose you? And Raul Berger, how did we lose you? We lost Wow Beggar and Nick. I'm so sorry, you guys. Nick Perro. So I'm so sorry, but you had to think it was a documentary. It says Dior and I. It's like, and I mean, I don't know. I would have guessed that one, but if you didn't know the answer, don't guess. Just pass on it so that you're not knocked out. Okay. All right. So let's go on to the next one because this seems to be moving us along without me pushing it. But we're down to 6 people. All right. So let's go. Let's see Who's going to be knocked out next? When was the film Sex and the City starring Sarah Jessica Parker and Kim Cattrall released? I would have to say that's the first one. Okay, so when was the first Sex and the City released? If you guess 2008 and you're sitting there going, oh my gosh, that was like 14 years ago. Do you suddenly feel really old? Because I just did. That was 14 years ago. 14 years ago. That's a lifetime for anybody under 15. That's their whole life. Yes, it was 2008, and you all got it. So you all knew that one was coming. All right, next question. What film is this? Fresh Dressed, Just for Kicks, Crazy Rich Asians, or Sex in the City? You know, the first time I did this quiz, I actually gave away the answer. I was so excited. I answered it myself. Yes, it is Crazy Rich Asians. Oh no, and we lost somebody, and it's Jet. Oh, I'm so sorry. Again, pass on it if you don't know the answer. Okay? You don't know it, don't take the chance. We don't want to lose you too soon. All right. You want to chat for a sec? Anybody got anything to say? Sex in the City, no more. You guys are tired of Sex in the City, huh? Yeah, well, there's so much controversy over the new one. People were like, oh, it was too much about old age. You know, I kind of thought it was interesting to see what other people are going through with old age. You know, it's kind of interesting. But a lot of my girlfriends are like, no, man, we don't want to hear that. We want to like laugh at crazy young kids. We don't want to look at how people are getting old. And I was like, I don't know. I went either way. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it too. Anybody enjoy it? Let me know. All right. Bradshaw. Oh, yes. Yes. Sarah Jessica and her husband are Matthew Broderick are on Broadway right now. So yes, you are correct. They are on Broadway right now, and they're doing Plaza Suite. So I've had a lot of friends go see it, and they say it's very, very funny. So Sarah found her niche with comedy, I guess, right? She's so adorable anyway. I mean, she's just adorable. Okay, which of the following was not released in the 2010s? So that means from 2010 to 2019, I would think. So was it Yves Saint Laurent, Do or Die, Coco Before Chanel, The Great Gatsby? Time is up. Did you guess Coco Before Chanel? Really? That was not released in 2010s? I don't think it was released after 2019. I think it was actually before. And we lost another player. Trevor, I'm so sorry. Again, pass if you want to. All right, I told you we'd chat for a sec. Yes, I'm glad Broadway is back too. I'm actually going to see POTUS on June 3rd. I don't know. I haven't really heard anything about it. So if you've heard anything about it, let me know, because I haven't heard anything. And one of you guys Neville's frog from Harry Potter. Yes. Well, Harry Potter, I don't know. It looks very, very good. I just don't think I could sit for 6 hours. I'm 5'11". My legs are like 4 miles long. I sit in those little chairs and my knees are up around my ears, and I can only do that for a couple of hours at a time, baby. I cannot do that for 8 hours. Okay, next question, and no comments on that, please. All right. Which fashion company entered into an exclusive contract for the 2015 film A Bigger Splash? Wow, I don't know this one. Is anybody out there? I would pass on this one personally. Okay, Dior. Did you get that? Oh, we lost another player. I am so sorry. I can't even read your name. B2B6? Wow. What is it?
G2G6.
Oh, G2G6. All right. I have a magnifying glass. All right. I'm cheating because I'm on a tiny little computer. So I'm like this, trying to read some of these things. So I don't actually wear glasses. I just have the big print on my phone. So I cheat every chance I can. All right, guys. Let's go on to the next one. We have 3 players left. Come on, you guys. Let's go. Who's going to win the prize? The cash prize. Okay. Which one of these is a 1966 film about a London fashion photographer who believes he's captured a murder on a film? Wow. I remember something like this. Yeah. Do you remember Blow Up? And wasn't that John Travolta? Was I think that was John Travolta was in that one. I'm not sure. We have three winners. I guess that's because time is up. We have three winners. So Dallas and Urban Sombrero and Scrappy 434, you guys are the winners. So I'm so happy for you. All right, now I think Wesley's going to give me a little bit of something to tell me how to move from here. Wesley?
Yeah. No, don't worry, don't worry. So what happened was everybody actually got that last question wrong, which meant they all became winners.
Oh, so am I still live?
You're still live.
Okay, good. Okay. Like I said, this is our premiere, so hey, we're gonna have little problems here. The only thing we didn't have was a cat crawling all over me. So you all got that last one wrong, and that makes me not feel so bad because I got it wrong too. But that makes you all three winners. So Wesley's going to tell you how to collect your prize, and I'm so glad you guys joined me. This was so much fun, and we got to do it again soon. Thank you for joining me.